In the chat are saying that they can't use their camera. They're having problems with it.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. Welcome to our transfer live session for Pioneer Camp Online 2020. My name is Jessica Birchfield, and I am the Associate Director in the Care Office here at TWU. I'm a double alumni, and this is one of my most exciting sessions that I get to do during the year. I have a ton of awesome people here with me today. I'd like to introduce our moderators for our program tonight. We have Amy O'Keefe, who is the Executive Director of CARE. Josh Walton, he is in the Center for Student Development. He does orientation programs. And then
hand out of the hangers.
Yeah. And I have Jackie Macias. She's a graduate assistant in our CARE office. And myself, I'm going to be moderating one of the rooms. And then I have some awesome staff here, Perla and Raylan. They work in our office, and they're going to be helping move people into breakout rooms. And Delaney Ferris is also going to be moving people around. And then I have some wonderful students who are going to be working with you in some breakout rooms later tonight. So with that being said, welcome all of you. We're super excited to have you here. Amy and I are going to talk in the beginning, and then we're going to have a few guest speakers from some different areas, from the Pioneer Center for Student Excellence and from our financial aid office. And we're going to go over some TWU history and traditions. And then finally, we're going to all end our program in your respective college to meet some people within your college and to get some of your burning questions answered. Sound good? Everybody ready? Okay, well then, Amy, I'm going to pass it over to you to get this thing started. Thanks.
Great, thank you, Jessica. With so many participants, it was hard to find my unmute. Let's start with a polling question. Jessica, can you put our polling question up? What we'd like to know is how you're going to be attending school this fall. So if you will click the answer, are you going to be mostly in person, mostly online, mostly hybrid, or a combo of all? So that we can have a sense of what your experience is going to be and really be sure that we're giving you information that's most useful for you. All right, it looks like, well, you know, I'm no mathematician, but I would say 59% is the winner chicken dinner. So it looks like most of you are going to be online. Thank you, that's helpful to know. So what I want to talk about, now we're going to do one more poll, is talking about this fall and how special this fall is for everybody. So I'd like to know, if you are going to be on campus, and it looks like most of you are not, but some of you will have some time on campus. If you're going to be on campus this fall, how comfortable are you? Do you feel very safe, you're cautiously optimistic, or you're really worried about it? Okay, great. So it looks like most people feel somewhere in the middle, and I definitely can understand that. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Pioneers Protecting Pioneers, and that's our plan for this fall of how we're going to do our best to stay safe. Several things I want you to know. First of all, we're all in this together. Faculty, staff, students. Let's see if we can take the poll down. There we go. We are all in this together. The university has a website that's specifically about the fall. Uh-oh, I just lost the screen. Is that just me? Okay, there it is. There we go. Okay, so this fall, the website is twu.edu/fall 2020. That's where you can find information very specific about the fall. So I just want to highlight a few things to make sure that we're all on the same page. First of all, In case you aren't aware, face masks are required in every building when you're on campus. So if for those of you who are going to be coming to campus, whether it's going to the bookstore, or using the library, or to go to a class or a lab, you do need to be wearing a face mask the whole time you're inside. You also need to wear them outside if you can't socially distance from someone. So definitely be sure to bring your masks, and we'll all be wearing those. We know that masks work, and so we all want to look out for each other. So please remember to bring a mask. 2, self-screening. Anybody coming to campus is asked to self-screen prior to coming to campus. If you're not feeling well, this is really tough, but we just ask for you not to come to campus. So if you're not feeling well, don't come to campus. Now, one thing you may not know is that all of you have access to student health services. If you are ill, or if you have been exposed to COVID-19, you are able to get tested at student health services at no charge. You do need to make an appointment. They're not allowing walk-ins, but it's very easy to make an appointment, and they want to see you and get that test done for you. So definitely keep that in mind as a resource for yourself if you need that. So let's say it does turn out that you do have, you do test positive. Then we ask that there's a form online that everyone who tests positive needs to complete. It's called the COVID-19 reporting form. So it's easy to remember the name of it. I hope none of you or none of us have to complete it, but that is one way that we're gonna make sure that we keep, or do our best to keep campus safe. It's just by having an understanding of everyone's overall well-being. So please keep those things in mind. So on kind of a lighter note about what this fall is gonna look like, thanks to social distancing and masks and Corona and all of that, is that we're doing a lot of things virtually, as for example, this event that we're doing right now. We first of all appreciate your patience, and I can see your faces that none of you are making fun of us for like jumping all over the screen as we learn all these new technologies, so we appreciate that. But I just wanted to highlight as an example some upcoming events to show you that what we're trying to do to keep it fun and for you to help you meet other people. First of all, this Sunday, this is such a cool event. It's called the Club TWU Home Edition. So it's going to be a multi-DJ home dance party. And I can already tell, looking at your faces, that some of you have some pretty fabulous moves. So all you'll have to do is go online, pick the room you want to be in. There's 3 DJs, and there's also a room that's kids music. So if you have children, you can have your own dance party, and that's this Sunday. On Tuesday afternoon, starting at 4 o'clock till 6 o'clock, we're doing a virtual student organization fair. So that's gonna be a way that you can get a little sampling of all the different types of student organizations. And those groups are all gonna be meeting online this semester. So that's gonna be an easy way for you to learn about those. And then finally, I wanna point out in mid-September, on September 16th, there's going to be an event called Painting with Pioneers. You do have to sign up in advance. They'll actually mail you all the painting supplies to your home, and then online together, you'll all be part of this painting class. So those are just a few events coming up that I wanted to highlight about your virtual experience this fall. Check out the events calendar on the website, for the TWU website. That'll be a good place to find out different things that are happening. So really the final thing I just want to say is that as cheesy as this might sound, it's like the mom and me can't help it. And I've been at TWU for so long and love this place, that one thing that I know that is true is that we're all stronger when we're in it together. So be safe, mask up, and we'll see you online this semester. And with that, I want to introduce our very special first guest, Dr. Adams, and he's going to be sharing with you about some incredible resources at our Pioneer Center for Student Excellence.
All right. Well, thank you, Amy and Jessica and everybody for attending tonight. As Amy mentioned, my name is Dr. Joshua Adams, and I serve as our Assistant Provost for Student Success here at TWU. And so tonight I want to just quickly go over and highlight a few of the services that we provide out of the Pioneer Center for Student Excellence for all of our incoming students and for all of our continuing students. So I'm glad that Amy and Jessica did the poll, because now I know how to frame some of the highlights that I want to talk with you about, particularly those of you that are mostly online. So in a nutshell, you can think of the Pioneer Center for Student Excellence as a one-stop shop for your academic support while you're here at TWU. So We provide everything from academic coaching for internship experiences for students. We have experiential learning, which are hands-on projects where we will actually help you help you find a faculty mentor, and then we will provide you with a stipend to complete an experiential project. We also provide services of our Book in Common program, which is a large common reader program that the entire university is engaged with over the upcoming year. Pardon me. This year, I'm happy to announce, and you will hear more of this over the course of this academic year, that our Book in Common is Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. So you may be familiar with the book or even the film that recently came out in the spring. But so we will have events throughout the entire academic year related to the themes within that book, Just Mercy. We also, out of the Pioneer Center, provide coordination and oversight of all of academic advising across campus. So we are absolutely a space that you can call, come by, send us an email, and we'll get you connected back to your academic advisor. So what I do want to highlight as well is, even though most of you are going to be online for this fall, some of our physical aspects. So if you are near or on the Denton campus, we are located on the second floor of the Black Huey Library, which the image on your screen, if you're not familiar with the buildings on our campus, that's the library, the Black Huey Library. So we're on the second floor of the library on the Denton campus. There are collaborative study rooms within our second floor office space here in Denton. And there's technology embedded within all of those study rooms that you're welcome to use. If you're near or studying on the Dallas campus, we are co-located actually with the Office of Student Life as we are building out a new physical center on the Dallas campus. And then if you are studying on the Houston campus or near the Houston campus, we're actually located on the 10th floor of the Houston Center down there. But all of that, if for some reason you can't make it onto campus or you are studying mostly or attending classes mostly online, please note that all of the services that the Pioneer Center provides are available online for you to engage with. So if you go to the Pioneer Center for Student Excellence website, it will take you through all of our different programs on how to sign up for them, how to engage with academic coaching, how to find your academic advisor or schedule an appointment with them, how to attend events on internships, experiences, how to learn about our Book in Common. All of those things can happen virtually, as can happen in person, particularly this year. So again, we're really excited to have all of you here on campus at TWU. I echo Amy's sentiments that we are better when we're all in this together. And I think that what you will find is that you made a wonderful choice by attending TWU, and we are here to support you through your academic studies. And I cannot personally wait to be up on stage and watch you all walk across that stage and graduate in a few short years. So it'll be very exciting. And hopefully before that, I'll get to meet all of you in person at some point so that we can shake hands and say hi in person. But until that comes, know that the Pioneer Center for Student Excellence is here for you. Even if it's not an area that we specifically oversee, we are very similar to the CARE office in that we are a bridge to all the other offices here on campus. So if you call us, come in, find us, we will either answer your question or we will connect you with the right person on campus to get your needs met. So with that, I think I've kept it my quick spiel for all of you. I'm going to turn it back over to Jessica and Amy for the next part. But again, welcome to TWU, and we're really excited to have you here.
Thank you so much, Dr. Adams. We appreciate you being here with us. If you have any questions, by the way, I don't know if we said this or not, please feel free to type them in the chat, and if we need to answer them as we go along, we will, or we can move those into your breakout rooms whenever we talk a little bit more after the fact. And Dr. Adams, if there's anything special that comes along, I'll make sure to connect those students directly. Our next speaker is one of my super fave people, Julie Whitmus. She's here with the Financial Aid Office, and she wants to talk a little bit about some important dates and how to connect with financial aid. So Julie, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see everybody here. We're glad we're having students back on campus, whether it's virtually or in person. And we're excited to be able to serve you. First of all, I know one of the things we want to touch on is the application process for next year. And for those of you that aren't aware, the FAFSA process will open up on October 1st, and it will then the priority deadline to get that filed, the state deadline and also TWU's deadline is going to be January 15th. The scholarship application for the coming year will open up on September 1st, and the deadline for scholarships is going to be March 15th next year. For those of you who are still struggling with your financial aid or getting your ducks lined up for this semester, it's not too late to submit your FAFSA. Or for those of you where it's applicable, your TASFA. We do want to get you taken care of. Today was the first payment deadline for this coming fall semester. If you didn't have ducks lined up and you had classes paid or not paid for, or a payment plan lined up, if your financial aid wasn't awarded, you'll have to re-register tomorrow. And on the Bursar's website, twu.edu/BURSAR, there's a link about paying for classes, and it's under there is emergency or payment plans. And there's an emergency payment plan if you're waiting on financial aid. This is very important, where you can set that up. It's a $25 setup fee that's just added to your bill. And then when your financial aid is awarded, it kicks in and should cover things. In the meantime, our office is open on a limited basis. We're there from 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. Now, most of us are still working remote, so it's a limited staff there. We are open, we don't take appointments, and we do request that social distancing is in effect. Our office is not, our lobby is not huge. So the best way to reach us right now is still going to be email at finaid, FINAID, @twu.edu. And right now, because this year is just starting, we are swamped. So we are doing our best to respond to all the emails. The phone lines are open, and we do have people answering the phones. But again, it's limited capacity right now. So please feel free to reach out, especially email. My name is Julie Whitmus. I'm one of the counselors. And like Dr. Adams just said, I work very closely with especially Jessica here, but we are a campus that cares. And I very much feel if someone comes into our office, if I can't help them, I am going to put them in touch. I'm not going to send anybody on a wild goose chase saying, well, I think it's such and such person or such and such department. If I don't know that already, and I've been here for several years, I know most of that. I am going to find out before I send you off or put you in touch with someone on the phone or via email who you are going to reach out to, rather than just send you on the wild goose chase. So welcome to TWU. We are here to serve you, and I hope you have a great semester.
Thank you so much, Julie. I really appreciate you being here with all of our students. And yes, me and Julie work together quite often to help our students be successful. So she's a great person to know in the financial aid office, and she will help, I promise, as will everyone in the office. So speaking of offices that help, you know, we talked about the Pioneer Center and we talked about financial aid, and we keep referencing the CARE office, which is us. Me, I'm the CARE office with Amy and the rest of the team that we introduced earlier today. And Josh, or Dr. Adams, I really love the way that you said that earlier, that we're a bridge to help students be successful. And I think that that's just a really great way to think about our office. that we are here for all of you. And one of our big running mottos that we say is, if you don't know where to start to get your question answered, you can always start with us. And we promise to either answer your question or directly connect you to where you need to go to get that answered. That's just, it's a, customer service is so important to us, and all of you are so important to us. And we just do a variety of things for you on top of that, but really letting you know that we are here for you no matter what is what I want you to hear from me today. And we are also staggered, both working remotely and on campus. But if you ever want to see us, our office is open. We are in the second floor of Brackenridge Hall on the Denton campus. The Brackenridge Hall is the old student union. If you're asking for directions around campus, that might be helpful for you. But we're on the second floor next to the Coke machines, or you can email us or connect with us in that way.
Jessica, can I add one thing real quick?
Yes, you can.
So thank you. So yeah, I too really appreciate Dr. Adams' mention of being a bridge connector. Just to give you a few more details, we also work specifically with certain types of students, like students who have served in the military, students who may have experienced foster care, as well as our adult students, students who have children. So to be clear, we serve all TWU students, but we also have some specialized programs if you fall into any of those categories or identify with any of those student experiences. And actually on Friday, we're going to have a round of live events that are specific for student veterans, student parents, and students who've experienced foster care. So if you want to learn more about that, check out what we've got in the Pioneer Camp Online modules around affinity groups.
Yes. Or if you just want to hang out with us some more, we'll be doing this again. So looking forward to seeing you then. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up our big presentation talking about some super fun stuff, Pioneer Traditions. And we have a really great website that really goes over all of these for you. And so I'm going to direct us all there, and then I'm going to walk through some of the fun ones that I think are really cool to know. So here's our traditions page with our wonderful Minerva. If you don't know who Minerva is, she is our pioneer woman. And like you can click on here and it'll tell you a little bit more about who she is and how this happened. But this statue, it pays tribute to the spirit of the pioneer women of Texas. And she was our, you know, unofficial mascot for a long time. But now our official mascot is the owl of Minerva. And so we are the pioneers, but our mascot is the owl. So that's just kind of a super fun thing. And his name, or their name, is Oakley. And you will see them around from time to time. And I'll show you a picture here in a minute of Oakley so you know who you're looking for whenever they're around on any of the campuses. They come to all 3 campuses. So the other thing, let me back up just a little bit, is our colors. Our colors are maroon and white. You'll see a lot of those, and if you want to participate in a cool tradition, you can participate in Maroon Monday. That is where we all wear maroon on Monday. Whenever we're on campus, it looks really cool. And then whenever we're at home and we're on Zoom chats, it also looks really cool to wear your maroon on Monday and be part of that tradition here. And then finally, I want to teach you something fun, which is our university hand sign. So here we are. You use your left hand and you form your thumb and index fingers into a T. So it looks like this, but then your pinky, like the rest of your fingers, form into a W. And this is our official hand sign for the university. So everybody want to do this for me really quick so Raylan can snap a picture? That'd be really awesome. There you go. Perfect. Show your hand sign. There you go. You're officially a pioneer. Welcome to Texas Women's. Hooray! Okay. That was fun. All right. So now what we are going to do, we have concluded our main program, and what we're going to do now is we're going to all go into breakout rooms so you can get connected with some other students in your college. hopefully get to know a few people a little bit more and get some of these burning questions that you have answered. So I'm going to, these are the student panelists for each of our colleges, just so you can kind of see who you're looking for and making sure that these are the right people that you are seeing whenever you get into your room. What I will say is that I'm about to hit this fancy breakout room button. And if you were stuck in the main room, that's okay. We're going to get you where you need to go. Okay. So give me just a second while I move on all of this. I'm going to stop sharing really quick so I can see all of my things.